that my lord, division bench judgment has been my lord, held that.
May I just assist your lordship on this point, my lord? This single teacher post point, there were two matters. So the honorable division bench has been pleased to consider that single post teacher cannot be withheld on the ground, and the other single bench judgments are there. Which there is another matter. I'll be appearing in that matter as well. My lord, where it is said that the single post teacher 8th of September, first time that embargo came, that single post teacher cannot be given transfer. All the applications made prior to 8th of September under the 2015 rules, those were treated as beyond the embargo of the single teacher. So if any application is prior to 8th of September, then that can be allowed. Now, next, secondly, my lord, just after the 8th September, 21st of July, September, my lord, 22nd of September, my lord, a memorandum came into effect, which said that, my lord, I have the total compilation of all the notifications and amendments in this. My lord, I have compiled everything. I placed before the honorable division bench also. For your lordship's assistance, my lord, I'll be placing this. Yes, my lord, may I just.
For appearing in this matter, no.
Not in this matter, similar matter. I appeared in that matter before the honorable division bench on the single post teacher. So, my lord, I have compiled for your lordship all the judgments and notifications are there. My lord, I have only one copy. Your lordship kindly pardons. My lord, this is first page is the 2015 rules, my lord. In these rules, my lord, there is no whisper of any single teacher post. Now, my lord, if your lordship kindly takes, my lord, the few pages after, there would be a guideline.
This is also part of the
at the time of the application of prior to 8th of September, there was a guideline. My lord, it is not paginated. Just after the 26th August notification, there is a guideline. This was prevalent at the time of application for single post teacher transfer, my lord. There is a guideline, my lord, your lordship, if your lordship has found. My lord, then 8th of September notification first time brings the embargo of single post teacher. Then, my lord, 22nd of September, there was a memorandum which we clarified that single post teacher cannot be withheld and there has to be an alternative arrangement made by the authority. Now, my lord, I'm just giving a brief to your lordship, then I'm placing the pages. Now, my lord, thereafter, my lord, 22nd of December, another amendment came into the 2015 transfer rules, which said that it is not applicable. Single post teacher cannot be withheld. Then, my lord, subsequently, 3rd January 2022, there was another notification which said that single post teacher cannot be withheld and the department is duty bound and to ensure, the word used is ensure, that alternative arrangement has to be made in lieu of the transfer. Now, my lord, so far this, it was correct. There was no issue. Now, my lord, the state authorities, what they did, they diluted the whole position. What they did is, my lord, 3rd January notification was not given effective properly. What they did, they left it at the discretion of the other teachers of other schools, saying that if you are willing to come, please come at the place of this teacher, then only this teacher can be transferred. Now, my lord, we challenged that in that appeal. Then it was held that it cannot be. 3rd January notification does not give any leeway or any space to the other teachers or on the department to bring it at their discretion. It has to be done mandatorily. So, my lord, all the applications prior to 8th of September does not, there are two aspects, my lord. Firstly, all applications prior to 8th of September 2021, there was no embargo, so single teacher cannot be given retrospective effect, one. And secondly, all applications after 8th of September, that has to be treated through 3rd January 2022 notification, which says that there has to be an alternative arrangement for the single post teachers. Now, I tell you, lordship, the difficulties. Well, there are several posts like work education, physical education. There is usually one post in the school only. So, in their whole service life, they would never get a transfer. Now, it is incumbent upon the department to fill up those posts so that there is no dearth of teacher. For that, a single teacher cannot be withheld. They have the problem of the distance, the child, various ailing parents, and their own difficult health hazards. So, at no stretch of imagination, it can be withheld. Now, if your lordship kindly considers the notification which implemented Uchshasri portal, there is a distinction. Uchshasri portal and transfer rule, these two are different concepts. Transfer, this Uchshasri portal notification is not within the 2015 rules. Utshashri portal is just an online software which facilitates the transfer applications which are applied through, because it's a channelization of all the applications which are made under the 2015 rules. So at present, the situation is the Utshashri portal has been temporarily suspended, but not the transfer rules. So those are being done. Those are all subsequent issues. Those cannot be given retrospective effect. So my lord, and there are judgments, my lord. I have already, it is there in the compilation. Division bench this, my lord, it has been already held by several coordinate benches that single post teacher, those have made prior to 8th of September, prior to 8th of September cannot be given retrospective effect.
My application was first was 6th August 2021.
Yes, yes. So it is to held.
And that is why.
And my lord, there is another aspect. Often your lordship will come across this argument from the commission that there would be dismal pupil teacher ratio in the school. There would be no one to teach in the school. This sort of alibis will come before your lordship. That has also been considered by the coordinate benches that pupil teacher ratio will not be an issue. Pupil teacher ratio will not be an issue to withhold any teacher for transfer. And my lord, so far pupil teacher ratio is concerned, the 3rd January notification caters the need of transfer, that there is a provision that alternative arrangement has to be done. The state, it is the failure on the part of the state authorities to not make it mandatory, but by court's order, they are doing it now. There are examples, they are doing it now. And this situation, this is a very artificial situation. Why this single post concept arises? Because of the failure of the state authorities in not filling up the posts. If they do not fill up the post, then it will always be the single post teacher. And my lord, there are several schools where there are.
No, teacher has to be depending upon the strength of the student, the staff pattern. There are various factors.
Absolutely. But
so if you don't require more than one teacher, why there should be two teachers?
Exactly. No.
So So
Yes.
that's the point. It's depending upon various factors.
Yes.
Whether for one subject you will have two teachers or one teacher.
Yes.
That has depend upon the teacher-student ratio.
Well,
So you cannot
yes.
insist the state that just for your benefit,
No.
there should be another teacher brought.
No,
from
I
somewhere
cannot.
else.
My lord, I
So-
cannot. Absolutely, I bow down to your lordship. No, because my lord, they have made the rule. The state has made the rule that they will bring other teachers at my place. So there is no vacancy at all.
It says that is your 2021 amendment. That is your 2021
8th September 2021, your lordship is referring to. There are several amendments. There are subsequent.
September.
My lord, yes, 8th September 2021 is there. Then 22nd September is there.
All 15 rules has been amended.
Yes.
First
My lord, it is nowhere. My lord, I am going from right hand to left hand. It is not that I am going from somewhere to another place. I am going to another school where there is vacancy. It is.
That's true. We
It
are
is not that I am, leaving my duties at all.
This is subject to your fulfilling other criteria.
Yes, as per the notification. I am not going beyond the notifications.
See, distance may be a fact unless the rules provide. See, then everyone who is being transferred from here to say some other place will say it's a long distance. You consider this, I should be retained here.
No, it is the otherwise case. It is the otherwise round. We are appointed in one school A.
No, you want to go to some other place because you want to be near to your family.
For various reasons.
Whatever the reason.
Yes.
That be the situation all India, then what would happen?
No, I bow down to Lord's observation because the government has made the rule.
There has to be a consideration.
It is there, my lord. Kindly take 3rd January notification for
Single
months.
post-
Yes,
Single post is there.
yes.
But single post per se will not be a crime. Single post per se would not be a ground for saying that yes, single post. Since it's a single post, I am not transferring you. But single post cannot be a ground furnishing that for making a claim that because I am in a single post, I should not be transferred.
No, it is the other way around. The
No, no.
state is saying
So
you
at
are
the same
single post,
time-
that's why we
at the
will not
same
give you
time, the state
transfer.
can very well say that single post by itself will not be a ground. You have to establish that there are some other grounds which I am required to take into consideration for your transfer.
No, if I'm,
Suppose if a single post and there is no other criteria fulfilled for transfer, there has to be a criteria for
yes,
fulfilling.
I'm just coming on that. I'm just my lord,
Yes.
responding to that. My
Yes.
lord, it is that,
So it has to be decided on a
Yes.
case-to-case basis.
yes,
You have been asked In your case, you have been asked to give certain documents to show that whether on medical grounds this is
No,
permissible.
that is not the challenge in the writ petition.
That is also a consideration.
No, that is in respect of medical
Suppose
application.
I find that suppose I don't get,
My
you have to first establish
my lord,
that irrespective of single post or not,
my lord,
that whether suppose a single post,
my lord.
by single post, the state has to consider that in a single post,
Well.
you can be transferred provided other criteria are fulfilled.
No, there is no other
My
criteria.
lord, may I just,
There is a my lord, two different. My lord, the application has to be made by either medical or distance. Initially, my client, my lord, filled up this application for
Either medical or distance.
either or. I have my lord exercise first my lord distance. Distance has been rejected on the ground that you are the single post teacher. Then my lord, I again my lord made an application because of my lord 14 days is time.
No, but then the medical certificate that you produce,
My lord,
that is not one of the disease
my lord.
on which
My
the
lord.
transfer application
My
can be
lord.
considered.
But that was not my lord challenge because I know that.
That is a basis.
No, that is in respect of medical application.
Medical reason is one of the ground for transfer.
No, my lord,
That-
subject to correction, my lord.
Yes.
There is a two ground. The candidate may apply firstly distance down if or my lord medical. Medical is the special ground.
So
Either himself-
medical ground has been rejected because you did not disclose.
Yes, my lord.
Right.
Rightly rejected, rightly rejected. I am not challenged.
Then what ground you fall upon?
Then, my lord, I have further made an application
On distance.
distance
Yes,
because,
that has to be considered by them.
but that is not rejected.
No, well,
Rejected in the single teacher ground. That's why, my lord, I have challenged.
apart
My lord,
from,
policy page 70.
apart from these facts, my lord, on this law, simply stated on the law, but only one thing is that in the transfer rules, there were several reasons given, like for women, divorced woman, or there is a distance. Now, when I'm having serious medical issues or my spouse or children have serious issues, these are the certain grounds. Now, my lord, I'm saying not in this regard with this fact, in general in law, I'm submitting, my lord, it is when it is applied, those grounds are given. Now, the state authority, what they are devising a new concept of single teacher. It is not on us. We have not created. It is the school
no,
authority.
we followed. So,
Yes,
single teacher by itself will not be a ground.
Yes.
I'm grateful
But
to
no,
your
no,
lordship.
but that, with that you have to satisfy other criteria as well.
No,
So
it
other
is,
criteria has to be fulfilled.
yes,
We
Yes.
appreciate that on the single
Yes.
teacher ground, it cannot be rejected. But single teacher, apart from single teacher, the TI or whoever the authority
Yes,
has
yes,
to
yes.
consider that whether there are other grounds for accepting or transfer or
absolutely. My
rejecting.
lord, there are two submissions, my lord. Firstly, only the grounds of
We followed that only on the ground of single
yes,
teacher. it
only
cannot
the grounds of rejection. When I am rejected on the ground of single teacher, that means that I have complied with all other grounds. That's why I have only been rejected on the ground of single teacher. That is one. And secondly, my lord, all the other grounds
Just,
are
you take instruction in
Yes.
this.
When I am
because-
taking
My lord, it is
instruction,
true that
but
it
I
has
have two
to be-
submissions only, my lord. What I find from the impugned order, page 77, that rejection was made by the HOI, head of the department, head of the institution. So application of the petitioner did not reach to the DI till date. So it was the decision of the HOI, my lord, who has rejected it. And secondly, my lord, the process of transfer, it was being done through Utsosri portal. Now, my lord, the Utsosri portal is presently suspended. Even if, my lord, the HOI intends to send it to the DI, it cannot be done right now because, my lord, the entire process is suspended. My lord, the
It has to be offline.
offline. Yes, yes.
It has to be